The average American family with debt pays over $18,000 in interest every single year. But what if I told you there's a scientifically proven method that could cut that number in half? Today I'm breaking down the debt avalanche method, the strategy that mathematically guarantees you'll pay the least amount of interest possible. Welcome back to Cashflow Kingdom, where we make personal finance simple for beginners. I'm here to help you build wealth one smart decision at a time. In the next 10 minutes, you're going to learn exactly how the debt avalanche method works, why it beats every other debt payoff strategy mathematically, and I'll walk you through setting it up step by step using real examples. Let's start with the basics. The debt avalanche method is simple. You pay the minimum payment on all your debts, then throw every extra dollar at the debt with the highest interest rate first. Once that's gone, you move to the next highest rate, and so on. Think of it like an actual avalanche. You're tackling the biggest, most dangerous debts first before they can cause more damage. This is different from the debt snowball method, where you pay off the smallest balances first regardless of interest rate. While the snowball gives you quick psychological wins, the avalanche saves you the most money. It's pure math. Higher interest rates cost you more over time, so eliminating them first means less money out of your pocket. The beauty of this method is that it's not about emotions or motivation, it's about cold, hard numbers working in your favor. Here's where the magic happens. Let's say you have 3 debts: a credit card at 24% interest with a $3,000 balance, a personal loan at 12% with $5,000, and a car loan at 6% with $10,000. Most people might want to knock out that credit card first because it's the smallest balance. But mathematically, that 24% interest rate is costing you way more than the other debts. Every month you don't pay it off, you're essentially giving the credit card company free money. By attacking the highest interest rate first, you stop the bleeding faster. The difference can be thousands of dollars over the life of your debt payoff journey. I've seen people save anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 just by switching from the snowball to the avalanche method. That's money that stays in your pocket instead of going to lenders. Alright, let's get practical. First, you need to gather all your debt information. I'm talking credit cards, personal loans, student loans, car payments, everything that charges you interest. For each debt, write down 3 things: the total balance, the minimum monthly payment, and most importantly, the interest rate. Don't skip this step because you think you know your rates. I guarantee you'll be surprised by at least one of them. Once you have everything listed, organize them from highest interest rate to lowest. This becomes your hit list, your debt avalanche order. Your highest rate debt is now enemy number 1. That 24% credit card I mentioned earlier? That goes at the top. Your 4% student loan? That's going to the bottom of the list. This ranking is sacred, it's based on math, not emotions, and it's going to save you serious money. If this breakdown is helping you see your debt payoff in a new light, smash the like button and subscribe for new money tips every Tuesday. Now we need to figure out how much extra money you can throw at your debts each month. This is your secret weapon. Start by adding up all your minimum payments. Let's say that's $800 total. Next, look at your budget and find any extra money you can squeeze out. Maybe you can cut back on dining out and free up $200, or pick up a side hustle for an extra $300. Whatever you can find becomes your debt avalanche ammunition. Let's say you found an extra $200. That means your total debt payment power is $1,000 per month. Here's the key: you keep paying that full $1,000 every single month, even as debts get paid off. When your first debt disappears, don't celebrate by reducing your payments. Take that payment and add it to the next debt on your list. That's how the avalanche picks up speed and momentum. This is where the rubber meets the road. You're going to pay the minimum on all your debts, then throw every single extra penny at that highest interest rate debt. Using our earlier example, if your credit card minimum is $60 and you have $200 extra to work with, you're paying $260 toward that credit card every month. Meanwhile, everything else gets exactly the minimum payment, no more, no less. I know it's tempting to spread that extra money around to make all your balances go down faster, but resist that urge. You're playing the long game here, and the math is on your side. That high interest debt is like a leaky bucket: the faster you plug the hole, the less money you lose. Stay focused, stay disciplined, and trust the process. Every extra dollar you put toward that highest rate is money saved on future interest payments. Let me show you how this works with a real example. Sarah has $50,000 in debt across 4 sources: $15,000 on credit cards at 22%, $12,000 in personal loans at 16%, $18,000 in student loans at 7%, and $5,000 on a car loan at 4%. Her minimum payments total $950 monthly, but she found an extra $250 in her budget. Using the Avalanche method, she attacks that credit card debt first with $400 per month while paying minimums on everything else. Once the credit cards are gone in about 3 years, she takes that $400 and adds it to her personal loan payment. The Avalanche effect means she's debt-free in under 7 years and saves over $12,000 compared to just paying minimums. That's a whole year of her salary and interest she doesn't have to pay. Before we wrap up, let me share the biggest mistakes I see people make with the Avalanche method. First, they get impatient and start spreading extra payments across multiple debts. Don't do this, it defeats the whole purpose. Second, they celebrate paying off a debt by reducing their monthly payment amount. Keep that payment consistent. Third, they ignore small high-interest debts because the balance seems manageable. A $500 debt at 29% interest is still costing you more than a $5,000 debt at 6%. Stick to the interest rate ranking, period. And finally, some people think this method is too slow because they don't see multiple balances dropping quickly. Remember, this isn't about instant gratification, it's about paying the least amount of money possible. The Avalanche method is mathematically superior, even if it doesn't feel as emotionally satisfying as the Snowball method. Trust the math, stay consistent, and your future self will thank you for every dollar in interest you didn't pay. There you have it, the debt avalanche method in all its money-saving glory. Remember, this isn't financial advice, just educational content to help you make informed decisions about your money. The avalanche method isn't about quick wins, it's about winning big in the long run. Start by listing your debts by interest rate, find your extra payment power, and attack that highest rate debt with everything you've got. Your wallet will thank you, and you'll be amazed at how much money you save. What debt are you planning to avalanche first? Drop a comment and let me know. And don't forget to check out my debt snowball comparison video right here. I'll see you in the next one.